right, man. Let's talk about it now. I just seen this on Say Cheese on X, um, and I looked it up, and apparently, they must want LeBron out the league. And I pointed this out. I'm not a LeBron stan. I don't hate LeBron. You know, some people, oh, you a LeBron hater and all this type of stuff, right? Um, so apparently NBA is investigating, multiple LeBron associates in his gambling probe. Okay. Um, and they're investigating LeBron. And at the end of the day, there's rumors that they want LeBron out the league. They tied LeBron. Remember, Rick Bucher did that article on LeBron James, saying that LeBron James was on PEDs. That article would have never came out 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You had Jeff Teague saying Miami he was on PEDs. Now you start to see things leak out into the into the social media, into the atmosphere as well too, in this little whole social media sphere and or just sports talk atmosphere, that some of his flaws and some of the things that's rumored to be about LeBron James. And it's crazy, right? People think they're above reproach. People think they don't age out. And the thing about it is, when you allow these people to use you, you got to remember, y'all been seeing these videos where Kanye been with the rabbi, met with the rabbi. Then Young Thug just met with the rabbi, and people don't even know what that means. LeBron was also, with the rabbi too. There's some old footage from back in the day, and they don't really understand that. Once they use you and once you get in there, you're not their nigga forever. Okay, you're not their age forever. It's always gonna be something new. And if you've seen that movie Him with Marlon Wayans, it articulated that very well. It was a lot of subliminals. It was a lot of subliminals in that movie. It articulated that very, very well. That once you age out, they spit you up. They spit you out. Once you allowed yourself to be used and abused, once you allowed yourself to be a part of the system, I really think people don't really understand that. They never think they're going to be outdated. They never think it's going to be a PS2. They never think it's going to be an Xbox 360. They never think it's going to be a Wii or a Switch. They never think they're going to age out. They never do. But let's get into it. Check the NBA top playlist. All this is allegedly, and they're showing bullshit. So the Los Angeles Lakers and a couple of LeBron associates are cooperating with the NBA investigators as the league expands its ongoing probe of illegal gambling across its ranks. It says sources have informed Joe Vardon, Mike Vorkunakana, whatever, and Sam Amick of the Athletic that Los Angeles numbers among several NBA squads, although no others are named, being looked into a present. He said the NBA asked multiple teams, including the Lakers, to hand over documents and property as part of its investigation into illegal gambling. Two LeBron associates are amongst those cooperating. After the Department of Justice made it public its own going investigation into illicit gambling and poker activities surrounding the league, indicting Portland Trailblazer head coach Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat point guard Terry Rozier, amongst others, last month. And the NBA has been digging in a bit more with Congress to keep tabs. Now, it's funny. I don't know how much you follow combat sports. You heard absolutely nothing about the UFC being under investigation for fixing 100 fights. You didn't hear much about that. They kept that on the low. And I watched a little bit of that interview with Eric Dickerson on All the Smoke. And he said a white reporter told him that if the NFL was 70%, 80% black, I think it was 70% white or this black, or 70, 80% white instead of black, that they would have lifetime benefits. They would have lifetime benefits, and it's sad because they want, the issue is this. They don't want the NBA to be black Americans to be the face of anything. The UFC fought hard for years not to allow that to happen. So out of 29 people that was indicted in NBA gambling, the mob was involved. There was not one face that wasn't non-black in that investigation. Now, also, you may or may not know, there's rumors that LeBron is also creating a competitive NBA league with the Saudis. The Saudis are funding him to do their own basketball league. Now, you may not I know there was a conspiracy theory going around as well too that Kobe Bryant was doing his own basketball league. I think maybe with the same people or the same Saudis. All of a sudden, his chopper go down. So when you get in bed with these people, y'all be thinking y'all lives are terrible and I don't have the Bugatti, but these niggas is rich slaves. Let me say it again. These dudes are rich slaves. They unhappy, they unfulfilled, they got to do favors. You know what I'm saying? They got all this money, but they still answer to somebody else. At the end of the day, when they done with them and they think, I made all this money, I got power, I can do whatever I want to do. No. Before you leave Hollywood or leave the entertainment business unscathed and you think you about to do what you want to do, when you get out of this motherfucker? Absolutely not. They're going to make sure they put you in jail. They send you to the upper room, or they're going to make sure they make your name bad and deplete your bank account as much as possible. It's simple as that. So yeah, LeBron is rumored to be starting a new basketball league. And I hope he don't think, oh, I'm so powerful that I'm above approach. Absolutely not, man. They will butt break LeBron and they will turn his community against him. In his community will drown LeBron. His community will drown LeBron. LeBron James' business partner, Maverick Carter, is involved in the plan to create a $5 billion international basketball league. Not LeBron. James says the proposed league is intended to be a global competitor to NBA, while Carter is leading the project. James is reportedly officially not involved. Oh, yeah, okay. Yo, boy starting the league. Get out of here. Get out of here. And you might be wanting to piece some of this stuff together, bro. You might want to piece some of this together, and this might have a lot to do with it. A lot of these dudes, they get power, they get some money, but you're empowered. This is why people like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they work for themselves. This is why you can't take their breadcrumbs, you can't take their money, you can't take money from them and think you about to go do something that's not in their benefit. You can't. You can't say, well, I'm about to I'm about to create a competitor. They won't even hire certain owners. And Eric Dickerson spoke about that in his interview, that, if you trying to buy an NFL team and you trying to help the players, they won't allow you to help the players. The Milwaukee Bucks owner said he wanted to show his players financial literacy and how to make money. And Adam Silver called him and said, what is you doing? You can't do that. I'm telling y'all, man, until the brothers and the sisters wake up, man, and move with each other, man, they can't modern lynch us unless we do it. We have to continue to support guys like LeBron and support these guys to do good and create our own. We have to. We have to create our own. We have to spend the money with our own people. We have to. But they coming for him now. And should no black person believe it? Come on. Come on. So, but yeah, that is what it is, man. But yeah, I mean, yeah, all these stuff starting to leak out. It's crazy. It is super. It is super duper crazy, man. But hey, man, let me know what you think. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch. Join the Patreon. Peace.